welcome to another episode of Baking with Jay plus Dan. I'm Jay.
I'm Dan.
And today we are going to make a simple yet elegant ricotta cheesecake with just 5 ingredients.
It is heaven on a plate. You have to give this one a try. Remember to click the subscribe button and tell your friends about this video, share, subscribe, like, all of that stuff.
So let's get started. First thing you want to do is have 6 eggs. Separate them so you have yolks on one side and egg whites on the other. Now, a little trick that I like to do is separate them while they're still cold and let them come to room temperature. Now we're ready to start the ricotta cheesecake.
So start to whisk up your egg yolks. Smooth those a bit, and you're ready to add in the ricotta cheese. This is 3 cups of whole milk ricotta cheese. Look at that, just blop it in there. So 3 cups is 1.5 pounds. And when you're looking for the container, get the whole milk ricotta. It just makes it a little richer, a little nicer. You want that to go in.
And then we're going to start to add our sugar. So you want 6 tablespoons of sugar and just add them one at a time.
After your 6th tablespoon goes in, add 1/4 cup flour. Just dust that in. You can even knock it through the whisk a little bit there so it doesn't clump up on you.
And then you want to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
And 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
And our last ingredient is zest of 1 whole orange and 2 lemons. This is going to really give us some nice citrusy flavor.
Oh, the zest just brightens it up. I love that punch you get. And that's about it. We don't want to overwork that flour.
Yes, you just want it just so this starts to come together. And now it's time to beat our egg whites. So in the bowl, make sure it's nice and clean. You don't want any residue of fat or oil. Otherwise, the egg whites will not rise. So take your handy mixer, start it on low until the egg whites are nice and foamy. So our egg whites are nice and foamy. And now it's time to add our sugar.
All right, 6 more tablespoons of sugar. We'll add that in 1 tablespoon at a time.
And you want to make sure you beat it this time on medium-high speed until the egg whites are nice, stiff, and glossy. So our egg whites are nice and stiff and glossy. All that sugar has been incorporated. It's time to do the test. Let's see.
Oh boy.
See, it's nice and stiff peaks. So now what we want to do is take 1/3 of the beaten egg whites and gently fold that into the ricotta and egg mixture.
So you cut, lift, and turn your bowl. So I always think of it as cutting through like right in the middle and lifting up and over. So we're trying not to deflate the egg whites. This lightens this cheese mixture because otherwise, if we shove it all in at once, it just kind of goes flat.
Deflate. So now another 1/3 goes in. And now we're going to put the remaining 1/3 of the egg whites right into that batter. So Dan is just finishing up folding in the remaining egg whites. And you don't want to fold it too much. You still want to see a little bit of the streaks in it.
What do you think?
Yes, perfect.
Now we're ready to go into the pan. We have a 9-inch springform pan. That's the one with the little buckle on the side. I was thinking like funny pilgrim shoes, or later in life, Tory Burch saw this and thought, hey, we could do this buckle on a slip-on. Too much information. So in the 9-inch springform pan, just butter and do a little coating of sugar. Just take some white sugar and knock it around in there. Make sure it's all evenly coated. And shall we?
Yes.
So we ease this into the pan.
Again, you may see some streaks of the egg whites. That's perfectly fine. So then just take the spatula and just gently smooth it out.
And once that's nice and smooth, not compressed, it goes into the oven at 375 degrees. Make sure the oven's preheated right at 375 and it'll bake for just an hour. The edges turn very golden and you'll see it puff up and still look a little lighter in the middle. And here it is in its natural state. Look how golden it is on top. Still a little lighter in the middle. And it tends to sink down. Don't freak out when you see that happen. It's supposed to.
So when you take this out of the oven, just make sure you let it sit in the pan for 10 minutes and then just pop off that springform pan and it's ready.
And if you want to serve it with some berries, you can make a little border of berries around the outer edge. You could go all the way and cover it completely.
Or you can just dust it with some powdered sugar and serve it with some whipped cream.
So I have a combination of blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, and a little bit of mint just to give it some color. All right, and there it is with the berries. Are you about ready to dig into this?
Yeah, let's cut into it already.
Can we stop staring at it? So if you want a lot of fruit, cut out a section with a lot of fruit. If you want a little, cut a little. Oh my God, look at this wedge. Oh, it's beautiful. It just cuts like a dream.
All right, I'm going to dig in. You can see that texture. It's really super light and fluffy. And that citrus, orange, lemon, and just heightens it. Oh, it's so good. Let me have another bite.
I'm coming up. Oh, it's so beautiful. I don't want to eat it. You get the lemon zest, the orange zest. Wow. I think the egg whites just lightens it up.
Yeah. So thank you for watching this episode of Baking with J plus Dad.
Remember to like, subscribe, and share.
And always remember to ring that bell.